man. This is the real deal. Beautiful time to be in. Amazing time. Hold on. Love y'all. How y'all doing out there? Yeah. You look at your planet. IE happening. Monday morning, I got to face the truth. They don't know me. Any video I use for awareness purpose. I'm supposed to have been out of here for work. I'm sure they got no evidence. And so I walk with my conscience. Yeah. Monday morning, I have to face the judge. They don't know me, but I hope they have some love. Oh Lord, knowing it's my first offense, I'm sure they've got no evidence. And so I shot with my conscience. Cause I go to sleep, oh I'm free. Come on. Anticipating a verdict I haven't heard yet. Oh Lord, Lord. I could rule my entire day. Did I say I brought up revelation? I just saw you. What's this? Going across the sky. Huh? What's this? Monday morning. Huh? What's this? They don't know me, but I hope they got some love. Somebody gotta face the judge now. They have no evidence. And so I went with my conscience. Go wait. It was bound to change. Freedom would not let me. Oh, bitch, I'm super innocent. Your Honor, have some mercy and pity on us. All the commanders say, one must learn to give and take. But I learned to one each other say, yes, must go for another day. All skies above turn gray. I'm now. Monday morning, still have to face the judges. They gave us their judges, their lawyers and prosecutors. Huh? We got the real judges here now. I'm sure they got no evidence. And so I rock with my conscience. Oh, wait, judge, I know. Will there be freedom? Only time will tell. The bar they set was much too hard to fail. Good God, is this another night in jail? Then my friends came through, expecting no one to. And freedom came my way. Dread was on the street that same day. Not to say yeah. Oh shit, hold on, I didn't write that board. All skies up turn gray. I'm going now. Monday morning, they got to face the judge. They gotta face the judge now. But I hope they got some love. I'm sure they've got no evidence. And so I trot with my conscience. Only judge I know. Will there be freedom? Only time will tell. Was much too hard to fail. Good God, is this another night in jail? But then my star family came through when I was expecting no one to. Then freedom came our way. That was on the street that same day. Not to say yeah. Hold on, rewind this back. Not to say yeah. Oh yeah. Much the fun. Hey, Monday morning. They got to face the judge. Yo, I'm gonna let that fly, people. I'm gonna let that ride on through. I'm going on love, light, healing energy, my people, to everyone. I just want to, I want to play the end of this real quick. Look at this. Anybody can be a UFOologist at this time. Big ass ship sitting underneath the sun, and then this here on the side of it. I mean, this is the moon. Sorry, the moon. Anybody can be a UFOologist at this time. Our extended family don't care. They are not here to save you. This is the issue. This is why they had to trick you and make you believe in a savior. You understand? They're supposed to create a world around you that's in such disarray that you would beg for someone to come out of the heavens, out of the sky, to save you. You don't need saving. You need liberation. You need to liberate your mind. Freedom is right here. Freedom is right here. That's why they had to beat all this shit inside of you. So that way you can start to look for a motherfucking savior instead of looking directly within yourself. Instead of looking directly in yourself, forcing you to believe that you need a leader. So when you hear someone articulate themselves that you feel as though that is articulating themselves better than you, you look up to them instead of looking up to you. Look the fuck. Only time you need to look up to something is the fucking sun and the universe. That's it. You shouldn't be looking up to shit but you. That's it. Seriously. Monday morning, somebody got to face the judge. Listen, this real quick, my people. Breaking news. This breaking news real fast. I know other stations are reporting this shit because they want to report about everything else but the fucking truth. You understand? They want to report about everything else but the fucking truth. But when you hear Kala gonna speak nothing but the motherfucking truth. Or guess what? Tell Mother Universe to get me the fuck out of here. I send nothing but love, light, healing, energy to all the queen goddesses, to all the beautiful, lovely star seeds, to all my fellow king gods who see the multiverse and the feminine in me. I see the multiverse and the feminine in you. I see you, I honor you, I appreciate you, and I fucking love you, my people. I send nothing but love, light, healing, energy to Mother Earth, Mother Nature, out to Mother Universe, all the suns and planets, all life that move an inner dimension with our higher selves, our extended family, to clean up all darkness that is moving about on this planet at this time. I send nothing but love, light, healing, energy. I send nothing but love, light, healing, energy to all other races to let you know that you had an opportunity to harmonize with the organic people of this planet. You had an opportunity to harmonize with the honeybee, the carpenter bee, and the wasp. You had an opportunity, but you chose to take leadership from someone that shared the same genetic makeup as you. But you did not understand that there is something that inhabits that vessel. See, this is my suit that I walk around in. I am not who you looking at. I am not this color. I'm the same colors that you are picking up every day on your motherfucking cameras that you got watching the skies all motherfucking day. When you see these rainbow colors in the skies, those are ships and those are my motherfucking family. That's what you are recording every fucking day. When you see that out there, that's what you are doing. See, you took leadership from something that had a little bit of knowledge and awareness about what's going on. They had a little bit of knowledge and they knew about the golden race on this planet, and they knew how to manipulate, and they knew about genetics. They knew how, they were geneticists. They knew how to create shit. But in order to create shit, they needed the golden race. They needed us to combat with one another first, so that way we can lower our vibrational frequency and lower the frequency of Mother Earth. So once we started battling with one another over egos, let me start this video out with this, because I want to make this clear and my viewpoint and how I feel what took place with us on this planet, what's currently taking place with us on this planet, and how we got here and the reason why we got here. Once these entities got us to have conflict with one another, that lowered our vibrational frequency. Once these entities got in one of our airs, now we have to blame ourselves for this, for allowing them to get into our airs. You understand? We didn't have to allow them to manipulate me not to love my brother, or to say, guess what? You want to do what he doing over there? Let me show you how you do it. You got to get motherfuckers to believe in something that you just believe in and not use their own minds. So once you get a group of people to believe in what you believe in, now you're usurping energy. You're usurping energy from someone. See, this is why my videos tell you to believe in you and use your own motherfucking mind. Because once you start believing in someone else's theory, someone else's viewpoint of life, you know your life is no longer meaningful. This is why we struggle when we moving about on this planet, and we feel like we don't a lot of us don't belong here, or we with the suicide rate. We have thoughts of, let me get the fuck off this planet because I'm inadequate for this motherfucking planet. The reason why is because you're giving your energy, you're giving your life to someone else's theory and opinion. Just like this system. You believe some sort of economic system existed on this planet, whether other races was here or they wasn't here. You believe that. So therefore, you're going to have depression inside of yourself. You believe outside of yourself that there was a creator above all, and you're not a part of that creator. So you feel like you need to worship that creator, which is making you feel depressed and inadequate for being on this motherfucking planet. 2, 3, you feel like you need to be educated. You feel like you need to be taught something. You do feel like you are a VCR, which is empty, and you are blanking until someone programs you. This is why you feel depressed days. This is why you have up. This is why you constantly up and down. See, I watched the video the other day, and they were saying a video that was saying that life should be up and down. No, it's not. No, it's the fuck not. Let me explain something to you. I felt like that at one point in time. Life should be up and down. No, it's not. Because once I freed my motherfucking mind, right? People say, damn, how was your day? I have a magnificent. I'm always happy all day. I might have a situation that occurred from someone because I have a loving heart and I allowed them in my motherfucking circle to take me out of my circle a little bit. But however, I don't have no bad days. So life to me should not be up and down. Life, when you are a golden race, when you are the organic people of this planet, should always be excelling. You should always be going to ascension. You should not be up one day, you in a good mood, the next minute you in a bad mood, next minute you in a good mood, next minute you in a bad mood. No, you're imbalanced. You feel somewhere along the line, and you love or appreciate or believe in a part of this system. No matter if you gave up Jesus, Yeshua, Muhammad, you still didn't give up the ultimate creator. Because see, that's what they putting in your motherfucking mind. So they knew this time would come that we would debunk Jesus, Yeshua, Muhammad, Yahweh, all these motherfuckers. They knew that this time would come that we would debunk that, because we knew we'd get another frequency and our awareness would be more enhanced. So we started to realize, wait a minute, when they told us that we evolved from monkeys, fuck that, we ain't evolved from the monkeys. We had to learn, we didn't have to learn their scientific lingo to understand that we didn't evolve from monkeys. You felt that shit in your motherfucking soul that you didn't evolve from no fucking monkey. So why would we accept some bullshit like that? Point blank and simple. The same way as part of this system, when you feeling up and down, fucking throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the year, it's because you have accepted part of this system. Now, I'm not saying that Kala don't have a bad moment. I do have a bad moment. What disappoints me is my children. You understand? It disappoints me to see how sometimes my children behave with one another. But it also disappoints. It's a reflection of me, because I didn't wake up, or I didn't develop enough self-discipline many sons ago when they were babies, when they were actually toddlers. You understand? See, then they will be guided and raised different. So I can't be totally depressed and look at them and feel down when I look at them. I have to look at myself. But I also got to raise myself the fuck up and say, I'm the perfect example for you. If you seen how I was then, you see how I am now. So I'm the perfect example. I'm not just talking to you. I'm being the example, the leader, or the example that you need, not a leader. So my people, with that being said, I'm going to jump into this real quick video that I want to share with y'all real fast. Now, I want to tell y'all, the reason why I said this video is breaking news is because if y'all not aware of what's taking place right now, I said to y'all last year, the end of last year, going into this year, the separation will start completely. Whether it's the sun, whether it's the ozone layer, whether it's diseases that's on this planet, the separation has begun. And it really began on a higher level 2 years ago. But we want to focus right now on a smaller level right here. But this is really a huge level, because now it's being put in our faces. I told you This planet is going back to a high frequency. Either you belong here or you don't belong here. That's simple as that. And how you know that if you belong here or not, your blood cells, not your blood type, your blood cells, your genetic makeup. That's how you know. And all other stations are avoiding genetic makeup. Point blank and simple, all of them. And this is not a physical war. You have to do physical shit, but this is not a physical war. This is a war for your mind, a war for your soul. This has been a war for our soul, actually, since this entity has been creating a wall between me and you, my brother. Has created a wall between me and you, my sister, my God, my creator. This has been a war for our souls ever since then, to be fucking fully honest with you. This war just didn't start yesterday. This war has always been going on. At least for I'm gonna say the last 300,000 years. The last 300,000 years. If you think this took place over a 12,000 year period or 15 or 20,000 year period, no, this hasn't. This has been going on for at least 400,000 years, period. 400. And the manipulation between us has been going on for at least 300,000 years. So let me get into this without further ado so I can get to this, so I can get out of here and get to earning my living. Nothing but say Monday morning. Any video I use for awareness purposes only.
A lot of growing concerns about the deadly coronavirus officially hitting the U.S. Here's what we know. A Washington state resident fell ill after returning from Wuhan, China, where the outbreak began. Officials now say more than 400 people have been sickened and 9 people have died. The World Health Organization is holding an emergency meeting right now. Kana Whitworth is in Seattle, has the latest for us. Good morning, Kana.
Let me rewind that. I don't think y'all heard this because, again, I want y'all to understand something. I need you to listen to this disease right here. This virus that is fast, that is spreading quickly, faster than Ebola. I need you to listen to this.
Coronavirus officially hitting the U.S. Here's what we know. A Washington state resident fell ill after returning from Wuhan, China, where the outbreak began. Officials now say more than 400 people have been sickened and 9 people have died. The World Health Organization is holding an emergency meeting right now. Kana Whitworth is in Seattle, has the latest for us. Good morning, Kana.
Hey, Robin, good morning. So that patient is a man in his 30s. He is in the hospital here behind me. Now, officials are describing his condition as satisfactory, but he will remain in isolation for at least the next couple of days. They will continue to monitor him as well as the healthcare providers and patients he came into contact with after testing positive for the coronavirus.
The first case of the deadly Chinese coronavirus making its way to the U.S.
Now, let me explain something to y'all. If y'all knew the pecking order of how all of these races of beings came about, first it was the China man. The Asian man was first. I don't want to say China. The Asian man was first. After the Asian man, the Arab nation mixed with the Caucasian came along. The China man was first, and this is exactly how it's going to be broken down as far as being destroyed on this planet. And if you look across the globe, in particular in Asia, they're trying to get into Africa. It's no fucking secret. They're trying to build a bridge from Asia to Africa.
Washington state man testing positive for the deadly virus. According to the CDC, the man in his 30s flew home to Seattle last Wednesday, infected, but not yet symptomatic. According to officials, shortly after arriving in Seattle, he began feeling ill and reached out to his healthcare provider on Sunday. 24 hours later, his diagnosis was confirmed by the CDC. The man entering the country before federal health officials began screening travelers from the city of Wuhan, one of the busiest transportation hubs in central China, and where the outbreak began.
This is certainly not a moment for panic or high anxiety. It is a moment for vigilance.
This as some 3 billion trips are expected to be made by Chinese citizens heading home to celebrate the Lunar New Year Spring Festival. A reported 7 million Chinese tourists expected to travel abroad. Chinese officials taking every precaution to contain the virus. Workers outside of the local hospital in biosuits. Officials screening travelers as they enter and leave the airport. Our Bob Woodruff is here, walking through Wuhan Airport, wearing a 3-ply surgical mask to limit his exposure to the virus.
The city is now controlling people going in and out of the city. Then also local tourist groups are being banned from leaving. The government does not want this infection to leave.
Now, this is how serious this shit is. This shit is deeply serious, my people. You can have this shit and pass it and give it out to motherfuckers and not show any symptoms.
Now expanding to 5 U.S. airports, including Chicago and Atlanta. And anyone hoping to enter the U.S. from Wuhan must do so through one of those locations.
So right now the CDC is retracing this Washington man's steps. They say he actually did not visit that fish and meat market in Wuhan where they believe this virus originated. And also, Michael, they're really crediting this man for quickly alerting doctors once he became symptomatic.
All right, thank you so much, Kana. And now we're going to bring in Dr. Jennifer Ashton, answer a few questions that we may have. And Doc, there's so many questions about transmission of the virus. We did human to human. Yesterday we talked about that. What more do we know at this point?
Well, again, what we know is that it's spreading. That's not really a surprise. What we don't know is a lot about this virus. We don't know its incubation period. We don't really know the route of transmission. It is a coronavirus, which normally spreads via respiratory droplets, but we don't know the specifics on this new one. We don't know how contagious it is, which means what percentage of people exposed will actually get sick. And we don't know the severity of the illness, how many will go on to develop mild symptoms, things like pneumonia requiring hospitalizations, and we certainly don't know the fatality rate yet.
And at this time, what had been done to protect the public here in the U.S.?
A lot being done, and we have to emphasize, Michael, a lot of this has been prepped and primed by the response of not only the CDC, but the World Health Organization in response to SARS. So we know how to act more quickly, more efficiently. Here in this country, as we heard, flights coming from Wuhan will only be allowed to land at certain airports where this screening can take place. Passengers will then be screened, and if sick, they will be isolated. If asymptomatic, they'll be given very important educational materials. As Kana said, healthcare providers urged to screen, and new testing methods being gotten out there by the CDC.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You can overlap your words. You can hear how nervous she sounds because they're lying to y'all. Hold on, let me move on. Here we go, right here. This is what I want to play. Right here. What number did I put? Now I want y'all to look at this. This is Florida, Moscow. Any one of y'all, I'm gonna put this whole video I'm gonna share this video on the link. Now, chimps and gorillas desperately need Ebola vaccination too. Now, let me explain something to you. Why do chimps and gorillas all of a sudden now getting vaccinated with Ebola? Now, now let me say this. They said the coronavirus was spread through animals to human, and now it's being spread through meat, animals, and human to human. It's just not being spread from animals to human. Now, let me explain something to y'all. Let me say this one. Hold on. I'm gonna play this video. But let me say something to y'all. I got a phone call today, and this is what made me go breaking news on this real fast. It's because I know people that work in the hospitals. And here in Philadelphia, there is a case that came in, and the little girl was showing so many symptoms of being like illnesses, the fever, the red eyes, you understand, the nauseousness, throwing up. Her symptoms were so fucking strong, they hurried up and rushed her to an emergency department. So this is what made me say go on here and breaking news, because this shit is spreading fast. Now, let me tell y'all something. Black people, the organic people of this planet, notice that these diseases that are spreading, why are they not mentioning you? Now, of course, I'm not going to say some of us may not catch some of these diseases because of the way that we are eating and what we are putting inside of our fucking bodies. But as a whole, right now, all races on this planet is acceptable for deadly diseases because of the red iron oxide dust and the UVC radiation that is now ground level that is weakening their immune systems, period.
Oops. Great. Absolutely fantastic. Let's start injecting live viruses into animals that are already susceptible, making them carriers so that they put it on blast to everyone who's around, and abracadabra, now we have a problem.
Now, why do you shoot vaccines inside of gorillas and chimps? Now, if you share 98% of your DNA, with a fucking chimpanzee or a unisnub-nosed monkey, what would you test first with these viruses? So that way you can keep your life sustainable and going on. Because a lot of these viruses, you know, when you shoot someone with a vaccination, it's a virus already. So they don't want to start shooting motherfuckers with viruses, especially their race, you understand? And it start killing them off even fucking faster. So now they have to test gorillas and chimps. And those that don't understand their genetic makeup, you wouldn't understand what the fuck I'm talking about. You would say this motherfucker is crazy because you believe that these people are you on this planet. You don't have animal blood cells. This has nothing to do with blood types, has nothing to do with the color of your fucking skin at this particular time and moment. You don't have animal blood cells, period.
This one's gonna
I want you to listen to this.
circle the globe fast.
Yes, it
What
is.
Washington State, Japan, Africa, China. Seriously, guys.
Oh, let me rewind that again so you can hear these states real fast. Rewind that again. I want you to hear this.
Washington State, Japan.
Matter of fact, let me rewind a little bit more. Here we go. This one gonna hit
This
quick.
one's gonna circle the globe fast. What is it? Washington State, Japan, Africa, China. Seriously, guys. It's just dry and dusty in here, and I should have probably waited for it to settle.
Yeah, you can blame it on the dry and dust. You know what I'm saying? You can blame it on the dry dust. You catching symptoms too. I'm gonna finish out with this video right here. I want to finish out with this one. But before I go, let me just say this to you, right? Now, when we go outside, my people, I want you to understand something. A lot of us, some of us, be sitting there praying, saying, you know, man, I can't wait to go to war. I can't wait for us. We're going to have to load up. We're going to have to use our energy to destroy these motherfucking peoples. Listen, I don't knock none of my brothers and sisters that feel like that. That's how you feel. Fuck it. That's how you feel. Go ahead. Now, let me tell you Kalah's point of view. This is over, cuz. This is over. I'm not concerned with the artificial race. I'm not concerned with a war. I'm not concerned with an invasion. I'm not concerned with none of that shit. This shit is over, my people. You really think a motherfucker that's sick, that can't sit underneath the motherfucking sun is you right now, that needs sunglasses, that can't even fucking see? They got these big ass shades on their fucking face now. You ever see the sunglasses they wearing now? These motherfuckers like this, and they cover the whole, even cover the sides of their fucking face. You don't understand what that radiation is doing. It is breaking their bodies down and making their immune systems weak. You understand? So they're more acceptable for diseases. Now, right off the bat, let me just make this very clear. Who are we going to go to war with? Black people. Scientifically, this is a fact. Our bones, our blood cells, our vessels, our whole entire vessels is 10 times stronger than all other motherfucking races. Even if I was to smoke crack all motherfucking day long, all other races would not be able to deal with me one-on-one. Now, the black woman bones is 10 times stronger than motherfucking mine. Now, you ever pull up a TV series, pull up something on YouTube, and how many police officers got to deal with one black motherfucking woman? One black woman? All these white men, and they got to deal with one motherfucking black woman. They can't control one black woman. One got her arm, she pulled off the arm, she throw this motherfucker to the ground. Get the fuck off me, bitch. You know what I'm saying? This is how strong we naturally are. We ain't supposed to be going to the gym, lifting 400 and 500 motherfucking pounds trying to be strong. We already the fuck strong. The foods is breaking down your muscles and breaking down your bone structure. You understand? So it makes it feel or give you the illusion that when one of these motherfuckers shake your head or they grab you, that they're strong because you're being weakened as they need this shit to keep them the fuck strong. So to me, my people, and I'm just being real here, just looking at everything that's taking place on this motherfucking planet, the physical war with these people are completely the fuck over. Are you talking about a physical war? Hold on. Are we talking about going to war? Hold on. Let me pull this up real fast. Give me 1 second. Are we talking about When we talking about going to war with them, with these people right here? Okay, because if you're talking about going through a physical battle with these people right here, these motherfuckers know they shouldn't be touching you. See, they getting you to touch you. This is what they doing. Ain't nobody out there making you motherfucking kill your motherfucking brother. Ain't nobody out there making you look at your motherfucking sister like she a fucking smut or a whore. Nobody doing that shit. Nobody out there making you feel inadequate to being on this motherfucking planet. You feel like that because you are accepting some motherfuckers' ways that's not natural to the planet, not natural to the universe. You're natural to the planet and come from the fucking universe. So you accepting that shit. Nobody's forcing you to have motherfucking abortions. Nobody making you regret laying down with motherfucking Johnny after Johnny whispered in your motherfucking ear. Nobody made you do that. And then you get up and you feel all fucking depressed because Johnny done got drunk and did all kinds of sexual shit to you. The same shit that the slave master did to you. What the fuck? Nobody's making that shit happen. You are fucking doing that. You the fuck are doing that. So who are we going to war with? Huh? Who are we going to war with? These motherfuckers right here that convince you to follow an artificial race in their system, and now it depresses you all motherfucking day long. Who are we going to war with? Because if you look at the artificial race out here, I don't give a fuck what part of the globe you on. I'm in Philly. It's sunny outside. It's 35 degrees outside. I'm on my way to the gym this morning. The sun's shining bright as ever. All I see is motherfuckers with glasses on, hoods over their motherfucking head. Look, the motherfucker in the car like this. He like this. How many of y'all seen this shit now? Motherfucker in the car, the sun's shining this way. He like this. He got the sun visor down and he like this. Try to block the motherfucking sun out. And you think that this is a war of a motherfucker that you're gonna have an altercation with this motherfucker? He's breaking the fuck down. He won't even be able to stand the fuck up. He's gonna be crawling on his motherfucker. He or she is gonna be crawling on their fucking knees because their bodies are hurting right now. They're hurting mentally and they're hurting physically. Guess what's happening to us now? We're only hurting mentally, my people. Just look at this physical shit. Look at the physical shit that they put us through. This system is mentally. This system ain't got nothing to do with physical shit. We can get up every day and go to fuck to work. We've been doing it for how many years now? How many years have we been doing it? We've been getting up every day going to fuck to work. No matter what kind of job you do. Dishwasher, fucking a construction worker, working in the hospital, a police officer, a judge. Look, we've been getting up every day doing this shit. This is mental. This ain't physically. We be like, oh man, we tired. I've been at work all day. Nigga, how about Rosa Parks or Harriet Tubman? She got her ass beat all motherfucking day long. She was raped when she was a fucking baby, was raped when she was a teenager, was raped when she was a motherfucking adult, and she had to slave for this motherfucker, cook, make sure his dinner was right, make sure his motherfucking, all his herbal medicine in case this bitch was sick. She had to make sure all that shit was motherfucking right, and she fucking nursed you, black man, and she took care of fucking children. Huh? What the fuck? That's physical and mental shit. We just dealing with mental shit right now. That's all. Mental shit. But guess what? We think we have to do a physical war. We all believe that want to get these superpowers that we're going to be in some physical shit. Not looking at what your extended family is doing. Your extended family ain't even doing this on no physical shit. They not even doing, they say, you know what? Red iron oxide dust. Boom. Remove a little bit of the ozone layer. UVA, UVB. UVC now. Come on. It's like a fucking syringe. It's an invisible needle that they are constantly being injected with all fucking day. As soon as they breathe the air. See, in Shaka Zulu, what did Shaka Zulu say to the white man? He said, if you stick a piece of gold in a hole and then you stick a banana in the other hole, he said, which object do you think the shiny monkey will go for first? He said, what object do you think the monkey will go for first? Not the shiny monkey. But he said, what object would the monkey go for first? The shiny object that's sitting inside the cage in one hole, or the banana that's sitting in the other hole? He said, what object do you think the monkey will go for first? He said, you see, the monkey will always go for the shiny object, bright object. Guess what? When the sun is shining outside, guess what they do? Damn, that sun look motherfucking beautiful out there. Let me go out there and get some UVC. Let me go out there and get some motherfucking UVC. Tearing their asses down. They don't give a fuck. They like, damn, like this shit destroying me. But I love it. I love this fucking sun. Just like in any vampire movie, What did Dracula always wanted to do? Dracula just wanted to see the sunrise. That's all. Go look at Blade. Go look at the first movie of Blade and go look at any of them Love Dracula movies. Guess what Dracula wanted to do? He wanted to just watch the sunrise. That's it. He just wanted to see the sun in its purest essence motherfucking form. And it was a shiny object that constantly lifts up, rise every motherfucking day in the sky. And guess what? They want to be right up underneath that motherfucking big ass needle that's injecting the shit out of them, that's actually breaking down their biological composition. So what war are we fighting, my people? What war are we really going to fight, huh? You gonna fight a motherfucker that's half dead, huh? In 6 years, by the year 2024, 25, they're gonna be half fucking dead. They're gonna be so motherfucking weak and brittle. You gonna feel comfortable fighting that? What the fuck? That's not, I told you, our war is over. Our war is completely over. What I suggest that my people do get ready for the exposure of their God, the God that they have convinced us to pray to all the time. Get ready for him, because when he comes down here, what I firmly believe, and my whole hearts of all hearts, what I believe is that this race was created to be destroyed. The artificial race was created to be destroyed. When they reveal this motherfucker, it's 9 times out of 10. You never know. You know what I mean? In my mind, I think when he get revealed out of that fucking moon, that moon explode, I believe that they're gonna try to. Everything is about us. Everything is about the organic people of this planet. When that moon explode and then he destroy those that are still living, that can walk somewhat around underneath the motherfucking sun, say, yo, I got rid of your military. All of these people was lying to you the whole motherfucking time. You need to be with me. And now guess what? There are other people that's coming to this planet to do what these people did for a long period of time to you. Now, how would that sound to you, my people? How does that sound to you? He come out of the motherfucking moon, get rid of half of the military, but still run a system on you. You understand? Give you a little bit of you, telling you the truth, stating that there was no God and they had you and forced you to believe in some shit. Now, mind you, this motherfucker don't look nothing like you, but because it got a size, it can communicate and do a little bit of dark magic. We gonna fall for that shit? Are we really gonna fall for something that come out that don't look like us and say, I got rid of all those motherfuckers. Now it's just us on the motherfucking planet. But get ready, because there's a group of other people that are coming here to take away your planet and put you in the same situation that these people just put you in. You see how that sound to you, huh? How the fuck that sound? Did that sound like that's more logical than Project Bluebeam? Because that shit is already in effect. That shit is already in effect. Project Blue, that shit is fucking failing. You see, whatever was in the shadows got to come the fuck out. Now, when that comes out, again, could that convince you shit that don't look nothing like you? Mind you, the people that's in these ships, they look like you. Stop thinking that they don't look like you, but it's up to you. That's your problem. You want to believe it? Fuck it. But the people that's in these ships look like the fuck you, and they're not here to save you. They're here to save the fucking planet. Stop believing or feeling though that you need someone to save you. No one needs to save you. You can see. Listen, when I woke up, they say, "Well, Kalad, you still do part of the system." I have to pay my gas, electric, water bill. I have to pay rent. Yes, I do. But if I told y'all the money that I make today, as opposed to the money that I was making when I was living in this world and hustling and trying to get motherfucking money, more money inside of my paycheck, I have more shit today with making less money than I did yesterday when I was making more money, because I don't live in this world. I get what I need so I can maneuver through the world. That's it. Once you get what you need from the world, Mother Universe is always going to make sure that you are okay when you are moving in that path. See, if I said, you know what, I need to go to work, and then when I get paid, I need to get 6 pair of sneakers. I need to get me a new Jordan. I need to get me a fucking shit that I don't even fucking need. You know what Mother Universe do? Cut me the fuck off. She be like, you know what? Fuck this. This motherfucker, he ain't getting it. He ain't getting it. He's still caught up in a materialistic world. He not getting it. But in the meantime, if I'm sitting at my job and I'm like, damn, I need to work some extra hours because I need to get my car fixed, or I need to get this guy some money for my car, but I don't got no extra hours. Ain't no extra hours coming around right now. You know what happened? Phone call to come. Supervisor call me like, yo, I need you to go work at this for some extra hours. Out of the fucking clear blue sky. I be like, damn, I need to work some extra hours so I can pay this car. Boom, next thing you know, a phone call come. Boom, next thing you know, I have some extra money to go pay for whatever I need to pay. I don't stress and worry about shit. All I say is that long as my heart is working, moving directly down the straight path, which is righteousness, and I don't give a fuck. Righteousness don't choose sides. It's walk straight down the motherfucking middle. You should be, if you're organic to the planet, you should be loving your brother and sister. You should not be charging them for anything. You should do anything within universal law to make sure that they okay. And you should be more happy with seeing your brother or sister successful, freedom of the mind than you. So if your brother and sister is levitating and you still walking on the ground, you should be just as happy you should be fucking ecstatic for them. Like, look at my motherfucking brother and sister. You fucking go ahead. Fly, shit, fly. Take me. Can you pick me up and drop me off in Jamaica? Shit, you ain't just take. I don't need no clothes. I ain't gonna bring no clothes. Just fly me the fuck to Jamaica and let me sit on the island. You see, that's appreciation and not having no fucking ego. The moment that I say, damn, why the fuck I can't fly like them? I want to be like them. No, I'm happy with being like the fuck me. That's what the fuck I'm happy like. So again, in my personal opinion, I may have got off topic, but my personal opinion, the war is over. This physical war is over. If you think you're going to be fighting an artificial race, you lost your fucking mind. The artificial race is being right now is more concerned about living. They're more concerned about not dying from diseases, the radiation of the motherfucking sun. Only the news. If you're watching local news and if you're not paying attention to the earth, only that it still have you in a depressed state to believe that these motherfuckers are still going to be here past 2024, 2025. They will not even be able, they won't even be able to stand the fuck up in front of you. And if you speak the truth right now, to be honest with you, a lot of them want to get on their fucking knees and worship you. Now, without further ado, let me get into this last video, my people. Let me get into this last video. And we're gonna listen to this together. We're going to listen to this together, and I'm going to go through this together with y'all. I love y'all. I sincerely do.
U.S. Special Forces thwart Russian attack on Anunnaki. And
let me start
short article to read. I'll be brief. U.S. Special Forces thwart Russian attack on Anunnaki. And I will read. U.S. forces last Saturday nearly sparked a global conflict after they prevented a Russian Special Services platoon from assaulting an Anunnaki hive in northeast Syria, according to Federal Service Bureau agent Dmitry Osmosovich. The tense standoff occurred near the Syrian-Turkish border city of Aziz. At an oil field, U.S. Special Forces and the U.S.-backed Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces had seized and plundered after routing the ISIS caliphate from the region. According to Osmosovich, the Ministry of Defense had intercepted Syrian Arab Army radio transmissions indicating that nearby villagers had seen, quote, grotesque, very tall, shimmering skinned monsters, unquote, prowling the streets at night and feeding on the corpses of war victims.
Now, notice something. I want y'all to understand something. I listened to him, and 98% of his information is on point. Let me say this to y'all, right? How many times y'all heard the shimmering of the skin? That's because of the vibrational frequency. See, they're in a higher frequency, and they have come down to a lower frequency in a third dimension. So their bodies and shit is shimmering. So when they go to shoot, like if they was to go shoot them with regular bullets, that shit wouldn't affect them. And they know this already. So just let me say this to you. Also, the second thing is, why they not killing civilians? Why they just not killing innocent people? Why they fucking feeding off of soldiers, dead soldiers that were fighting in combat with one another? Why they eating them? Why they not going after the civilians right inside of their houses and eating them? Why they eating the soldiers? Huh?
Russian intelligence believed it was an Anunnaki attack and flew a stealth drone over the combat zone to confirm its suspicions. The drone footage, Osmosovich said, revealed an Anunnaki cave less than 2 kilometers north of the Al Jazim oil fields. Quoting him, President Putin ruled out an airstrike for 2 reasons. He knew American special forces in the vicinity were guarding criminally taken petroleum fields. He wanted to avoid collateral damage. Also, the villainous Anunnaki sometimes spot and destroy our planes long before they are in firing range. So Putin ordered Spetsnaz team in Syria to attack the cave. The unit commander chose the least circuitous route from his team's current position to the Anunnaki Den, a direct march across the Al Jazim oil field. Upon crossing the field's outer periphery, the Spetsnaz were stopped by a U.S. Special Forces team that mistakenly thought the Russians were on location to retake the oil field on behalf of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. The Special Forces raised weapons and demanded that the Spetsnaz immediately leave the oil field in the direction from where they came. Quoting Osmosovich again, per doctrine, Special Services responded by raising their Kalashnikovs, but told the American commander they had no interest in the oil and that they were on a classified mission that required crossing the oil field to reach their destination. The Americans, however, would not let them proceed and said they'd fight to protect their precious oil, as Osmosovich said. After a 30-minute deadlock, the Spetsnaz commander violated orders by telling U.S. forces his team was on a secret assignment that involved eradicating a nearby Anunnaki hive, an admission he apparently hoped that would de-escalate tension and allow his unit to fulfill its obligation to the motherland. But, according to Osmosovich, the American Special Forces treated Russian candor as deception. Quoting him again, the Americans apparently had no knowledge of Anunnaki. They thought we were trying to trick them, and this only agitated them more. They threatened to shoot if our people did not leave at once. Our men radioed their commander in Damascus for instructions. A minute later, they received stand-down orders and were told to scrub the mission and return to headquarters. The assault on the Anunnaki Coven would have to wait. Osmosovich said Russian command contacted its American counterparts to protest the unlawful detainment of its soldiers. He does not know the outcome of those conversations. Meanwhile, the Anunnaki scourge continues to run wild in northeast Syria, at least until a U.S.-Russia agreement is reached, or Vladimir Putin devises a plan that does not involve crossing USC's oil fields near Anunnaki strongholds.
All right, now listen. Let me say this to y'all. I'm gonna end this out with this with one more of his videos because I wanted to speak about something real fast. I want to speak about something. I'm gonna let this commercial play, but I wanted to say this to y'all, my people. Why don't American soldiers are aware of another life form? Why aren't American soldiers, huh? Why American soldiers are going to be the last to know about this? If you look at any sci-fi movie, if you look at movies that have to do with alien invasion to this world, right? Why is America always last? Why? Why is America always last? They all through Africa, they all through Russia, they moving around through China, and all of their militaries speak of this. All military, even in Indonesia, people are all from, hold on, let me just say this to you, and you think I'm lying. Who I call my uncle, who's African from West Africa, you know what he told me? He said, listen, people don't travel at night through the woods in Africa because they say you will see something that will fuck you up. You understand? What you will see that will fuck you up in Africa. You understand? Something that's not being spoke about in your religious text every day on a day-to-day basis. However, they all are in your religious text of a life is written in these religious books. However, we don't talk about this shit. We don't talk about that because we feel we're the most advanced race that's on this planet. Guess what? The golden race on this planet, we are the most advanced race on this fucking planet, even with those other life forms that's here. But we don't speak about it because we have been dumbed down and accepted a system that doesn't talk about it, that says that put us in an ego. We are so egotistical that we believe that we're the only fucking life form that's around here on this planet alone. Just this planet alone is fucking sad when you have over 4 billion different insects. 4 billion, not 4 million, 4 billion different insects on this planet just for the ecosystem. Now, I want to say one more thing before I go into the last video. I want to say something, right? Henry Kissinger, this is for all other races. I want to say this to y'all. When you sit here and you say that you're not a part of the system that is destroying the God of humanity, which is further enslaving her mind, as well as her star seeds, I want to ask you, how do you separate yourself from
the fact, how do you separate yourself from your school, from your academic? I mean, not academic, from your educational. How do you separate yourself from that? How do you separate yourself from your doctors, your nurses, and your scientists? How do you separate yourself from them? How do you do that? How do you separate yourself from those that are gunning us down? How do you separate yourself from that? In your mind, which is how Black people are, what you have taught us to separate ourselves from our own brothers and sisters and on this planet. And what the planet is showing us right now, that there is no separation amongst brothers and sisters, just like there is no separation from you and all your predecessors that are in let's say your world leaders that look just like you, that are furthering the enslavement of Black people. You have convinced us that we are humans. You have convinced us that we are niggas, thugs, thoughts, and bitches. Now, I don't blame you totally for that, but you have convinced us for that. I'm not blaming you for yesterday's actions. I'm blaming you for what you're currently doing. And the reason why that this is all happening and taking place is because of you will not stop. You will not use your own fucking free will, your own fucking mind, and say this shit is wrong. I should not be telling my child to go to be a police officer, a judge, a lawyer, or any fucking thing for that matter. Now, I want to say this to my people, right? Now, we believe we believe in some sort of education system or some economic system. Now, I want to say this. If those that can remember back in the day, you understand, that are older, you remember that you could go outside your house and there would be a plum tree, a fucking grape tree. It'll be some sort of a fruit tree outside your motherfucking house or down the block. It would be no problem for you to get fucking fruit. Now, Henry Kissinger stated, if you want to control the population, you have to control the food. Now, which is a good statement. I have no problem with that. But now let's reverse that statement. Now, if you want to depopulate and you want motherfuckers to get off of your planet, what do you do? You control the motherfucking food. You control where they're growing their food at. So if you look around the globe right now, look in your countries, wherever you plant food at, wherever you grow food at, even here in the United States, it's all being shut the fuck down. You cannot grow, nor you can't plant, nor can you fucking grow. Nothing. If it ain't already been grown 2 to 3 years ago and out of the motherfucking ground, then guess what? All of us 9 times out of 10 is eating GM the fuck O, genetic motherfucking food. That's what the fuck we're eating. All of us. Now, I want to say this last thing to other races, right? You would look at Kalai and you would say, you watch my videos and you would call me racist, right? I've never enslaved you. Even to this day, I don't want to fucking enslave you. I don't want to have no problems with you. But at the same time, at the same token, you are furthering the enslavement of us. The enslavement of us. You can look at my videos and you can look at the sky and you can use all of the anomalies as some sort of entertainment for your people if you want. You can use it and say, well, it fucks me up when people be like, yo, I need you to send me some money. We're having hard times. Black people, cuz we have been through the most toughest motherfucker in times. And this is why a lot of us believe that we need to be going into some physical shit. We don't need to be in any kind of physical shit. That physical battle is over. It's all mental now. But other races, I want to say this to you again. How could you even begin to record a video and place it up here and say at this time, y'all don't know what the fuck is going on, when it's clear as day that all this is revolved around blood cells, our genetic makeup. Every last one of you are continuing to use this shit as some sort of entertainment. And I want to use this last video, and I'm the fuck out of here after this, my people. I went on this video too long. I'm gonna go live tomorrow night. I'm working on that video tonight as far as my workout videos, my people. I love y'all, I truly do. Let me just use this. I want to play this portion of the video. Hold on, let me move this up.
Title of the article, Vatican warns Trump, do not.
There's something in this video that I want y'all to hear.
Go to Nibiru, and I will read.
Now, y'all know that Trump putting a space fucking mission together so he can fly people to Nibiru. Come on.
The Vatican last week issued an ominous warning to besieged American President Donald J. Trump. Do not go to Nibiru. All you will find there is death, according to a White House source who claims Trump received the message from a Vatican emissary who arrived in Washington early Friday afternoon. The message was delivered in a letter authored by Pope Francis and Vatican Secretary of State Pietro Parolin that directly referenced Trump's intent to send the U.S. Space Force on a fact-finding mission to the Nibiru system. As reported last week, Trump and his secretive Space Force have embarked on an ambitious plan that will see a reverse-engineered alien craft zoom to the dark star and its orbiting planets. The stated goal is to determine why the dreadful celestial interloper has apparently stalled in space and not yet reached perigee.
Now, apparently, the whole system, the Nibiru system, has stalled and paused in space. So I guess it's right outside our atmosphere, but it has paused right out in space. Now, supposedly, this is what took place. Now, I want you to go ahead and finish listening.
Vatican Jesuit spies implanted in the White House likely learned of Trump's plan and reported their findings to the Bishop of Rome, our source said, underpinning widespread belief that the Brotherhood of the Cruciform Sword, the Pope's personal espionage entity, had infiltrated White House security, and operatives insinuated themselves within Trump's inner circle. The letter's contents show the Vatican's tentacles stretch deep into the Oval Office, he added. The correspondence reminded Trump that the Vatican considers Nibiru its eminent domain and has no tolerance for meddlesome outsiders who violate the sanctity it attaches to Nibiru. It repeated an admonition given to Trump in 2017 when he briefly considered revealing the Nibiru realities to the American public. Warn the world about Nibiru at your own peril, it said. The unholy city has now expanded on that threat. Go to Nibiru and you will find only death. No man can reach Nibiru, and its inhabitants will not welcome foreigners. That which is and what is on Nibiru is not meant for any man, including you, Mr. President, to explore.
Hold on. This is the part. I wish I could have just played that part. Hold on. I want to rewind it. I want y'all to listen to this. Listen to what the Pope says to him.
Which is and what is.
Hold on. Let me rewind this shit back. I want y'all to hear this.
And its inhabitants will not.
Hold on. He said, go to Nibiru. It's not welcome for mankind. We are not mankind. It is not welcome for man. And those that inhabit it will not welcome you with kindly arms, open arms. Hold on.
And you will find only death.
Rewind. I want to rewind that shit right to the point. Hold on.
Threat. Go to Nibiru and you will find only death. No.
Hold on.
Threat. Go to Nibiru and you will find only death.
Hold on.
Go to Nibiru and you will find only death. No.
What?
Go to Nibiru and you will find only death.
Rewind that one more time.
Go to Nibiru and you will find only death. No man can reach Nibiru, and its inhabitants will not welcome foreigners.
Hold on.
Go to Nibiru and you will find only death. No man can reach Nibiru, and its inhabitants will not welcome foreigners.
Who the fuck is on that planet?
Go to Nibiru and you will find only death.
Who was on that planet?
No man can reach Nibiru, and its inhabitants
will not welcome foreigners.
Go to Nibiru and you will find only death. No man can reach Nibiru, and its inhabitants will not welcome foreigners. That which is and what is on Nibiru is not meant for any man, including you, Mr. President.
Hold on.
Nibiru and you will find only death. No man can reach Nibiru, and its inhabitants will not welcome foreigners. That which is and what is on Nibiru is not meant for any man, including you, Mr. President, to explore.
Now, that inhabitants, who inhabits Nibiru that will not allow these motherfuckers to come there and will not welcome them with open arms? Who? Who? See, let me explain something to you. The moment that one of their helmets come off of their fucking head, you're gonna see, just like in Predator. Just like in Predator. See, the truth is more disturbing than the motherfucking lie. See, when the moment that one of their helmets come off of their motherfucking head and they say, damn, that nigga's black. Yo, that shit gonna fuck so many people heads the fuck up. See, the Pope worked hand in hand with the God that everybody that got everybody worshiping him on this motherfucking planet secretly. See, the Pope work hand in hand with this motherfucker, hand in hand with this lizard. They work hand in hand together. So in order for you to get this motherfucker, this entity knew, in order for me to get eternal life or have immortality on this planet, I need to get motherfuckers to worship me. How do I get people to worship me without them knowing that they worship me? How can I get you to use your energy without you knowing that you're using your energy? Point blank and motherfucking simple. Point blank and simple. You have to beat. Why you think it was so important to beat God into you, people? Come on. Why do you think it was so motherfucking important to get you to worship something, huh? How the fuck? It wasn't important for them to educate you. It wasn't important for them to make sure that you had fucking stay disease free. It wasn't important for them to fucking build houses for you or none of that shit. Why was it so important when they first came to Africa? So they say, why was it so important for them to bring a religion, for them to bring a motherfucking God? Because the moment that I can get you to give me your energy, and I'm manipulating genetics, if I can manipulate you to give me your energy and I am feeding off of that, I'm living forever. While you all are constantly going through a constant recycle. And we constantly say to each other, when a kid say something, we be like, where did you get that from? You an old soul. You've been here before. Why the fuck do we say shit like that? Huh? Or when somebody do something, we be like, nigga, what possessed you to do some shit like that? We understand that something jumped inside the body. We do it. We talk about this shit all the motherfucking time. But we so afraid to speak about it openly because we have been beat down to believe that there is some God of all out there. There is some God of all that created all of us. You understand? And he told us. He said, man, fuck that. You don't fucking worship me, you going to hell. You going to fuck the hell, nigga. You don't think this hell already? You don't think, how worse could hell be? How much more worse could hell be? You get up every day, you go somewhere where you get up every day in a fucking box. You land in a box, you're sleeping, you're sleeping on a box, you stand up, you're living in a motherfucking box. Then you get in a box to drive to another box, to get motherfucking money out of a box that's shaped into a box. Damn, cuz, to earn a living on your motherfucking planet. You get up every day to go to a school, a box, and you picking up box. You picking up shit that's in the shape of a motherfucking box to teach your motherfucking brain that's round, that has the universe sitting in there, that's spinning round. Energy constantly flowing, but you trap it and put it in a motherfucking box. And then we look at our fucking kids and we say to them, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why you can't learn nothing? Because we're not teaching our children to use their own mind. Just like adults, we're not teaching you or we're not encouraging you to use your own motherfucking mind. Because the moment you start using your own fucking mind, you become free. You become that powerful intergalactic being. You stop looking down and stop looking to worship shit. You stop looking down on the ground. You ever see a motherfucker walking down looking for money all the time? Every time a motherfucker walk down, oh shit, I just found me $5. You should have left that fucking $5 there. That $5 didn't mean nothing to you. You should have been looking directly at you or looking at your brother and sister. The fuck, I would never pick money up off the motherfucking ground again. I don't give a fuck, cuz. I don't give a fuck about if it was $3,000 on there. That shit will stay the fuck there, right where it belongs at. That's where the fuck it belongs at. Yo, I love y'all, my people. I sincerely do. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I'm finishing up this video. I'm done, my people. This was a quick live. I was trying to make it quick before I had to leave out of here to go to work. But again, the diseases are here and they're spreading fast. A lot of shit that they're keeping away from you. A lot of birth defects are happening. All of this shit is dramatically increased. If you believe that there is a war that we are going to fight and we're setting up to fight a great war, you don't even understand. The war has already begun. If you're not going to fight the artificial race. The artificial race bodies are breaking down. They are breaking down completely. Their bodies are more acceptable now for diseases than they were yesterday. This is why they constantly looking between your motherfucking legs, black woman. This is why they constantly, as soon as you give birth to a baby, they cut the umbilical cord for stem cells because they are trying to survive. Not trying to survive by breeding with us. Understand something. Them breeding with us is not going to make them survive. All your Colin Kaepernicks, even your motherfucking the boy that played for Kansas City, the quarterback for the Kansas City, the boy Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes. Y'all think this motherfucker black? Y'all think Colin Kaepernick black? Y'all think these motherfuckers are black? Those are your future slaves. That's who the fuck they are. See, the weakest of the weakest genes are going to die off on the motherfucking planet. Those that procreated out of your race, you're going to have to either do one or two things. You're going to sit with your children and fucking and be slaves with them and clean up motherfucking earth. Or, you know what you're going to say? You're going to be the real bastard father. You're going to be the real motherfucking bastard father. We're going to be like, man, I create that motherfucker. I don't even know who that is. Yo, you don't even understand the shit that black people going to do when we find out the motherfucking truth as a whole, all the claiming and shit that we doing, the mixed carpenter and honeybees and all that shit, mixing it. Yo, we going to be like, I don't know that much. You could just had the kid. You could have just been in Chuck E. Cheese with this motherfucking kid. You're going to be like, I don't know that motherfucking kid. And it's going to be sad because that's going to show that you're a weak motherfucker. Because guess what? I don't give a fuck if my kids is mixed or not. I'm still going to stand up with them. And I'm going to go all out with them. Fuck it. Don't get mad because Kalai is telling the motherfucking truth. Get mad that you are failing to realize to look at what's really taking place on this motherfucking planet. You get mad because you looked at nature as just nature. That shit ain't nothing. They ain't here to tell me nothing. Nature can't teach me shit. They can't teach me a motherfucking thing. Only time somebody can teach you something is they speak a vernacular to you. You can't learn nothing by just looking at something and watching it. You can't. Only the TV. See, you can look at the TV and that shit program you all motherfucking day long. But you can't look at nature, and nature is silent. Silent. No vernacular conversation at all. And just watch them. I love you, my people. I want y'all all to have a great rest of your day. I'm later than a motherfucker at work. It's all good, though, but I had to get this video out. I love y'all. I sincerely do. Love, light, and healing energy to all the queen goddesses, to all the beautiful, lovely starseeds, to all my fellow king gods who see the multiverse and the feminine in me. I see the multiverse and the feminine in you. I see you. I honor you. I appreciate you. And I fucking love you, my people. With supreme love from the cosmos. Don't let no one dim that light in you. Be that intergalactic being that you came to this planet to be. Don't let no one put you in a motherfucking box. We've been in a box long enough. It's time for us to get back like pyramids while we in our human form, man. Get back like pyramids like we was in our human form. And those that can't adjust to that shit, I was reading something from a sister today. She was like, I'm gonna always speak the truth. And if my motherfucking husband, he don't like it, fuck it. Because you got some motherfuckers that are in relationships, you understand? Because you are excelling and you are seeing what's taking place. You seeing what's happening. Some motherfuckers are complacent, just sitting there like, damn, babe, why you into that shit? No, you gotta be, listen, no matter how much you love that individual, you have to love yourself and love the truth more than any motherfucking thing. Love the truth more than anything, because the truth shall set you free. Only lies and being complacent will keep you in a motherfucking depressed and a miserable motherfucking state. But if you're the truth will lighten your motherfucking soul up. It will set you completely free from this motherfucking world that was created on your planet, and you can see the new world that you are going to be a part of, and that you are going to create on your fucking planet. I love y'all, my people. I want all of y'all to have a great rest of your motherfucking day. Y'all have a great, wonderful rest of your day. I love y'all. Y'all have a good one. The conscience.